Hello, and I'd like to welcome you to this video cast of Inspiration for Success. I am your friend and brother Sunday, Sunday. Today, I want to talk to you and encourage you, like I've been doing on other platforms on radio, through written blogs. This video cast is basically just to encourage somebody, to motivate you, and I have titled it You Are Born to Be Different. Now, a lot of times when we hear about differences, we think somebody is weird. What comes to your mind is you think it's a square. They'll be like, it's hard. And actually, those that I'm directing today's talk to are many of us that have been embarrassed because we find out that we don't look like the rest people, we don't think the way they think, we don't reason the way they reason. I want to encourage you to tell you today that you were born to be different. You see, your life did not start when your daddy met with your mommy. Your life did not start when your dad slept with your mom. Your life actually started in God. Yes, your life started in God. So even though your dad may not have planned you, your mom may not have expected your being born, you are not an accident. The meeting of your parent was the accident. Your birth was not the accident. You were a miracle. And I want you to know something, that you are not a biological accident. Your parents may not know why you are here. You may not have even been planned. Perhaps your biological parent, they abandoned you and someone else groomed you and raised you up. It's good. Don't feel like you weren't supposed to be here. You were meant to be here. I'm telling you. You were destined to be here. Nothing about the time and the place and the circumstance of your birth was an accident. They might not have prepared. But I want you to know something. Now, there are millions, actually billions of sperm cells in a man's body. Now, what is the odd that when your dad made love to your mom, that it was the particular sperm cells that became you that fertilized the egg? There is a divine force behind it that made sure that every other one of them that were running toward that egg, it was only the one that would become you that was able to hit the bullseye. So you see, you're not a random occurrence. Now, perhaps you were born with a certain disability and or deformity, and this has been the problem with you. Without making light of situation that you're going through, I like to say to you, these are merely physical accidents, but your life and your existence is not an accident. You were designed on purpose. You were planned to be here. You need to look beyond what you see. You need to look inside of you, because you see, there are countless treasures inside of you. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. You say, any good thing inside of me? I'm telling you, there are lots of good things in you. You probably haven't figured them out. You probably haven't discovered them. But just because you're not aware doesn't mean they're not there. Yes, there are treasures beneath your skin. You have unimaginable abilities inside of you. I'm saying to you, you are not a mistake. You are not an afterthought. God has a plan for you to be here. You are not here by chance. Wherever you are watching me now, whatever position you are in, whether your marriage has failed, whether you don't even understand what life is all about, there's a reason why you're here. And we better get with the program. Thank you for watching. The podcast that you're watching is Inspiration for Success with Sunday. I am Sunday, Sunday. And I'm talking with you today on the topic, you are born to be different. Can I just have a sip out of my cup of tea? That's fine. Yeah. Now going on. You see, out of over 7 billion people in the entire world right now, nobody shares another's fingerprint. And most of us, we are aware of this. But what we need to realize is what was behind the mind of God when he was coding each individual with a different fingerprint. Why? This is to confirm to us the uniqueness of our personality. In the same way that nobody shares your fingerprint, it affirms you. That affirms you a right to be here. No matter who you look like, no matter who you sound like, no matter what physical deformity you may have, or in any areas where you do not match up, or where you are different from the rest, you have validity to be here. Your existence is valid for the fact that nobody shares your fingerprint. And this goes to affirm that there are certain things that only you can do, that nobody else can do it. I'm saying to you, you are irreplaceable. There's a way that you can come up with ideas that nobody else can do it. That professor might be lecturing you and teaching you that course or subject, is an authority in that field. But after you absorb the training, you have to let the greatness inside of you, the uniqueness inside of you, to come out in your interpreting that skill or that course or module that the professor is teaching you. And then you find out that you are bringing forth unparalleled innovation. You are bringing forth unique ingenuities, because there is something in you that nobody else has got. Seriously, this is not just to hype you up. I want you to discover it. Get with the program that you are not here by chance, and that you were born on purpose. God deliberately planned that you be different. You see, the way you look, the way you speak, the way you think, your passion, your turn off, these are unique to you and you alone. It's a rare pleasure for anybody to know you. That's what I'm saying to you. They are privileged to be close to you because you are the only true and only copy of yourself. There is no other person like me. No other person like me in the entire world, and God will never make another like me. My son will never be like me. I am not like my father. I am not like my mother. I am just me. You are not Uncle P. You are not Auntie Sally. You are not Grandma Helen. You are just you. Discover that you are unique and that God made you for a reason. As I've been speaking to you, your heart might be burning. You might be having a lot of agitation and questions like, if these things are true, how come I'm going through what I'm going through? You see, trouble is part of life. And people, when they don't understand something, they are quick to criticize it. And so they think something is wrong with you. And so you find yourself, you're trying to change yourself. What you don't understand is, until you get with the program, and you accept yourself. Now, I'm not saying if there are vices in you that you go and say, this is the way I am made, I can't be better than this. Of course, if those things are negative things, you can work them out. You've heard the story of Helen Keller, have you? If you haven't, go and Google it. Look for this to read the story about Helen Keller. She was born a perfect child, but growing up in childhood, from one thing to another, she lost her eyes. She became disabled in so many ways. But this lady, she committed to better her lot in life. She fought for the rights of the blind and the disabled in our country. She wrote a lot of books. She became a motivation to others. She attained. So I'm not even focusing only on disabilities. I'm talking about differences. See, there is nobody that is the ideal. Nobody is the ideal. God does not want us to be all the same. He doesn't want you to behave like your daddy does. If you're a Christian, God doesn't want you to preach like your general overseer preaches. He doesn't want you to relate the way daddy relates. You learn morals and virtues from our parents. But we're not to become an imitation of them. They are supposed to be source of inspiration for us and empower us to embrace our individuality so that we can go out and be whom we are made to be. I thank you for watching so far. I'm not going to make it a long thing. I'll probably finish it in the next few minutes now. If it's alright, just have another sip of tea and I'll quickly check my script just to be sure that I'm actually saying the things I have in mind to speak with you within the limited time. Thank you. Yeah. So the crux of this conversation is that God created us different so that he can express himself through each one of us. Because you know, God is big. God is big. He's bigger than the mind of a black man can limit him. He's bigger than the mindset of a white-collar person can restrict him. He's bigger than the mind of an in-between orientation person can restrict him. But he wants us to enjoy his variety. That is why he gives us people with unique skills. Some people can run. Some people can think. Some people are just so beautiful. You feel like you want to take them home as a doll. They're just so pretty, so pretty. And some people are just so massive. You wonder, is this a human being? Well built, like some of those Greek gods? But you know, these are gifts of God to us in the world. And even as you are, when you look in the mirror, what do you see? You think I'm no good. How come my eyes are so big? How come I got these big lips? How come my teeth are scattered? Don't look at this. That's not the real you. The real you is a spirit inside. And when you realize that the body that you have was given to you because of who your parents are, and because God planned your being here, He knew that the contribution from your papa and from your mama will produce the kind of body that you have now. Don't augment nothing. All you need to do is accentuate what you have. Accentuate what you have. Pronounce the good part of what you have. Don't go and tweak something off and cut something off. If you don't like yourself, you will not accept yourself. If you don't accept yourself, you have given yourself no validity to exist, and then you've made yourself to be a victim of circumstance, an outcome of a random experiment. God didn't intend for you to be that. All I'm trying to say to you today is that you are God's gift to the world. I'm serious. You are God's gift to the world, wrapped in a box of unusual personality and a box of extraordinary giftedness. I don't want you to receive life in vain. The way God has made you, don't let it go to nothing. You need to discover the gift of God in you. Discover the special ability that you possess. Because your difference, the way you are, is a solution to some people's problem. Somebody is looking for a girl just like you to marry. So why would you want to change yourself? The way you sound that everybody is complaining about, they may not know you now. In your future, that voice will be heard on air all across the world. And for your uniqueness, when your albums start to sell, nobody can be an imitation of you. And then they say, this musical superstar cannot be replaced because you can't mimic him. If you can sing his lyrics, you can't sound like him. Why? God coded you to be unique. You see, the secret code for your success is hidden in your difference. Your being different is to ensure that nobody can take your chance of succeeding from you. You are a solution to some people's problem, I said. You are a leader to some group. You are the author of some books, and your readers are waiting. You see, your life is too small to be the only reason for your existence. So you've got to share yourself with the world. Stop being dissatisfied and moaning about the way you look, the way you sound, what you don't have. Someone else somewhere needs your gifts. They need your smile. They need your kindness. They need your creativity. Touch the hearts of those around you. Reach out with what you've got, and the world will come to you. Embrace yourself. Finally, as I go on this podcast, I want you to know you are not what people call you. You are not what the government say you are. You are more than a statistic. You are more than just a number. You are not the neighborhood you came from. You're not even the job you're doing right now. You are special. You were not made to beg. You were not made to suffer. You were not made to lose. You were not made to be abused. You were made to thrive. You were made to be successful. You were created differently so that you can be guaranteed that nobody can take your place. It is never too late. If everybody is performing at that audition and they're doing very well, wait until they see the twist which you will bring to it. You are different on purpose. You are beautifully crafted for your assignment in life. God did not make a mistake for making you. So you get to love yourself, accept yourself, celebrate yourself, and share yourself with the world. Say to yourself, I love me. You stand in front of the mirror and say, I love myself. I love my height. I love my intellect. It might not be the best today, but I'm going to work on it. I love the way I look. If there's something wrong with my skin, like infection or something, I will take care of it. If I've got this big, sexy eyeballs, I'm going to make sure that I accentuate it. I will smile from side to side. Let somebody be pleased that they met me. It's a rare pleasure to know you. It's a rare pleasure to know you. I'm saying nice to meet you. The only copy of yourself. From today, go out and celebrate yourself. You were born to be different. You are not weird. You are not odd. You're just unique, which means you're special. There's no other like you. Thank you for listening. I am your friend and brother Sunday, Sunday. Share this video with anybody else that you think might like it. God bless you. Bye-bye.